From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Well, happy Saturday morning. The weekend is here. You might be enjoying that cup of coffee, watching the forecast here this morning. You might have plans for the weekend. You've come to the right place. I'm going to go into complete detail of what you can expect as you head out the door today and what you can expect even as you head out the door on Sunday as well. But before we get to that, I want you, before you go out, I want you to be prepared 100%, right? Not only from watching my forecast here, but if you have your phone with you and you have the Weather NorCal app, you're going to be the most prepared because this is a local centralized app. And what I mean by that is all the apps that are out there, right? Most of the apps that are out there are 100% auto-generated. And what that means is you type in your zip code and it auto-generates a forecast for you. And you know what? For the most part, they're pretty good. But even though this has some auto-generation as well, a lot of the forecasts that are on here, a lot of the bigger cities, a lot of the bigger towns, I actually have an influence on what that forecast is. So you can bet that there's a bit more of a personal touch to these forecasts when you're looking at them from the app. So go to your app store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store on your Android and download the app. This is what the icon looks like. Download it for free. If you don't like it, take it off your phone. But I want you to try it out because I think you're really going to like it. Because it's not just the forecast. You got the neighborhood forecast here. You can also watch these latest videos from your phone. You can watch the 24-hour streaming channel that I have from your phone. But enough of that. All right, let's get you to the forecast. Let's get you out the door for today and let you know what you can expect. Now, we've got a cooling trend that starts this weekend. Still hot for the inland areas today, but they're starting to drop. There's going to be a major drop next week and possibility for some rain, thunderstorms. And we're going to talk about that in much more detail looking at futurecasts. But today, yeah, we're looking at mainly sunny skies. Now, especially in northern Humboldt County, Del Norte, and into Siskiyou counties, there's going to be some haze and smoke. But south into most of Humboldt County, and even most of Trinity County, it won't be much in the way of that smoke out there. And of course, for the coast, temperatures in the mid-60s. Now we take a look at Trinity County. Same situation. I think maybe northern, northwestern Trinity County could see some smoke and haze. Otherwise, mainly sunny skies and eventually a chance for showers and thunderstorms in the forecast later this afternoon. All right, let's take a look at what we've got going on. Here's the setup. This low pressure system right here is moving closer to us over the next few days. It's going to park itself just off to our west starting tomorrow. Now, essentially on the east side of any low pressure system, this what we call a trough of low pressure, you put a line right down the middle of that, and it's this side of that low pressure where we have the most amount of instability. This is where we have the chance for showers and thunderstorms. But two things. Number one, this is a fairly weak area of low pressure. Number two, fairly moisture starved. That means it doesn't have a lot of moisture to squeeze out of the atmosphere. Now, that being said, there is some moisture out there, and it will be able to squeeze that out, but most likely anything we see in the form of showers and thunderstorms really won't be all that intense. Now, this low pressure system by around Tuesday, Wednesday of next week is down to our south. No longer much of a concern for us. But then the next thing I'm watching is right here. Now, typically, when you look at this scenario, I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't even talk about it because this scenario doesn't even impact our weather. Temperature is really not impacted a whole lot. No rain in the forecast with this scenario, but this is just one forecast model. Now, this particular forecast model has it well off to our east. This is the GFS, the American forecast model. There's another forecast model that we look at that's also quite reliable, and it's the European forecast model. That forecast model has this low right on top of us. Totally different scenario. Now we're talking colder temperatures and we're talking rain. So, again, we're looking at Thursday of next week. So this is nothing we have to be concerned about for the immediate future, but I just want you to know that down the line is something that we've got our eyes on that could impact your weather with cooler temperatures and eventually some rain too. All right, let's talk about this weekend. Here's what we have for Saturday. Now, really for the first half of the day, if you have a hike planned, minus the smoke and haze that we will see in this general area here, you're going to be in good shape. However, by the afternoon, we could see some activity developing in parts of Trinity County. That will push northward into places like Hoopa and possibly Willow Creek. That's 4 p.m. And again, this is just going to be one of those situations where it won't be the exact location, but just be prepared. I think we're going to be okay, though, in southern Humboldt County. All right, then we go into tonight. It's dry, but Sunday, look where most of the activity is. Now it's in western Siskiyou County. However, we can't rule out a stray shower, maybe even a thunderstorm for Trinity County, and not to mention northeastern Humboldt County. But again, I think southern Humboldt County should be dry. Now we'll take you into Sunday night. It's dry. Any chances for showers and thunderstorms on Monday are very limited, even very limited for Trinity County. But overall, I've got that chance at least for Trinity County. Temperature-wise, these temperatures could be in the 60s if that low pressure system I was talking about moves directly over us. However, these temperatures could be more like the 80s if it's in the scenario where it is over Nevada. So I've kind of split the difference between the two. Once we get a better handle on where that low pressure goes, we'll have a better handle on the chances for rain and not to mention those temperatures. But in the meantime, still pretty warm today and tomorrow, but temperatures will begin to plummet going through next week. All right, so here are your wave heights for today, 6 to 7 feet. Let's take you into Sunday, and we're looking at basically 6 to 7 feet. No big changes overall with those wave heights. Here's your marine forecast for today. Southwest winds at 5 knots, waves from the north at 2 feet at 7 seconds, and from the northwest at 2 feet at 9 seconds. Your low tide is at 7:19 this morning, and 1:52 this afternoon will be your high tide with no advisories for the immediate coast. Here's what it looks like today. Yeah, another warm day. Temperatures mainly around the mid-90s, give or take, depending on where you are for Trinity County, and not to mention the inland areas. Although places like Trinity Center about 89, 86 out in Ruth. Now again, you can see some of the raindrops falling from there. Not everyone is going to see that rain. Not everyone will see thunderstorms. I think it'll be mainly dry to the south. Better chances as you start heading, especially into northeastern Humboldt County and even eastern portions of Delnor County as well. All right, so here's your 7-day outlook. Here you can see, of course, dry conditions for the coast. First day of fall, by the way, is on Friday. It may feel like it, especially for the inland areas. Now, I got the chance for showers and thunderstorms today and tomorrow for places like Hoopa, Willow Creek. For Weaverville, I've extended that chance into Monday, but that's a very slim chance, most likely to even be dry on Monday. And then going through next week, there you can see the drier conditions. Now I've included the chance for showers and thunderstorms for Thursday, Friday of next week, but again, it all 100% depends on where that area of low pressure I was talking about ends up. So here is a look at your 7-day outlook for Eureka. Temperatures mainly in the mid-60s. First day of fall is Friday night, by the way. So the first full day of fall will actually be a week from today, but we officially transition from winter to fall on Friday night with a high of 65 degrees, overnight lows in the mid to upper 50s.